What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Deadpool 2 and Marvel Cinematic Universe video. So if you're new to the channel, please do consider leaving a like and a subscribe down below if you did enjoy the video. So welcome. So Deadpool 2 was a hell of a lot of fun. I've got my review and Easter eggs video up on the channel, which you can go and check out if you want. There's not too many Easter eggs, but there are some really cool references, and I've got a cool theory about Mr. Sinister being behind everything in the X-Men universe to date. But one thing which is really cool is in Deadpool 2, which there will be spoilers for this, and Avengers as well. So Cable did come back in time. One part which I was disappointed with, we didn't see much of him in the future. We just saw him look at his burnt out house and then go back in time. So what is really cool is the fact that the device that he had was a seemingly interesting device. It looked very steampunk, and I really do like what they've done with that. It was fixed at the end, albeit it was fixed to make a bit of a light-hearted joke about going back in time and killing the Deadpool in the Wolverine Origins movie, and also stopping Ryan Reynolds from writing the script of Green Lantern the movie, which, you know what, I actually quite enjoyed Green Lantern the movie. I didn't think it was that bad. He wasn't a Hal Jordan to me. It was much more like a Kyle Rayner Green Lantern, but you know what, it was passable, it was enjoyable. It wasn't completely terrible like Spider-Man 3, but a lot of people, you really hated that movie, which I guess Hal Jordan deserves just a bit better than what he got there. But I guess with the DC state, it's not looking good at the moment. But Cable was a character which personally I thought was a bit of a letdown. I'm not sure why. I can't really place my finger on why I think that, but I think if I had to say, it'd be more for the fact that he was very much a straight man, which, yes, he was in the comics. He was the straight man to the funny Deadpool, but we never got to learn much more about him. He was just a MacGuffin, and that really was it. But I'm hoping that they flesh out more and see more of Cable, because Josh Brolin is fantastic, and I love him. I think he's a great actor, and he was fantastic as Thanos as well. But of course, the time travel part of this is a huge thing here, considering he's gone from the future to come back in time and kill the kid version of the enemy who killed his family. So the device on his hand, which we've seen spotted, is curious. It looks very much like something else. Now, originally, we had another device which is similar to this spotted in the MCU. So in the behind-the-scenes images of Avengers 4, we saw Captain America and a few other characters actually wearing a device that was on their hand. And originally, I thought this was just a marker or a motion tracker for CGI and kind of post-production. And the main reason I thought that, and it's not a time travel device, is for the sheer fact that it's Captain America wearing his classic outfit, and it's a bit odd that he would be wearing that. A few people have said it's for his shield, which, yeah, doesn't really make any sense because he's got the new shield, and it just goes across his arm like that. I don't think they would be having that for him. But the one curious thing is, why is, and we saw this device up close. This is very much the device that he had at the end of the Negasonic Teenage Warhead, longest title ever for a character, was fixing at the end of the movie. So we see this up and close, and it does look really similar. So on his hand, that's quite clearly the one that he's wearing in the movie. Now, another thing is, it's quite clear that the characters in the MCU are wearing the same thing. So could we see a crossover of MCU and Deadpool 2? Is this a time travel device? Now, it's really weird. There's one thing which I'll say why it might not be, is for the sheer fact that Cable, in the image where he's holding it, he doesn't actually have his kind of CGI arm on him. He doesn't have that, and it's really weird. But the devices are just too similar. And really, if this was a CGI kind of device, there's two different studios making these movies, and why wouldn't we have seen it on people such as Cyborg behind the scenes when this was a fully CGI character? But what if this time travel device is the version? So the version in Avengers 4 is the one that is first created, and then Cable uses that to go back in time in the future. So he goes in the future to go back. Yeah, it's a bit weird. But we do know that time travel will be a huge part of this movie because the quantum realm is being used in Captain Marvel, and the quantum realm will be used by a few others in Avengers 4. This will be the key to actually going back in time to try and get all of the all the Infinity Stones together. So what if this is a way to actually harness the power of the quantum realm, and it's over here in Deadpool? And we know that Deadpool 2, a lot of the Disney jokes were cut out because of the merger that's going on. And what if this is just an early part of setting up the crossover? I think it's a bit too much to think at the moment, but I think it's really cool. However, that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe. See you soon, and goodbye.